Well, the state's biggest property insurer has a new CEO. The Board of Citizens Property Insurance Corporation named Tim Cerio to the post. It comes after the last CEO announced his retirement after the last special legislative session.
Yeah, so Cerio takes the helm as new legislation takes effect and we head into the regular session. He sat down with investigator Louis Bolden to talk about his plans. Louis, quite a conversation.
Yes, Matt and Ginger, Cerio is no stranger to citizens. He spent the last 2 years acting as general counsel, and now he is guiding the ship. With new legislation, it has become more difficult to qualify for citizens, and over the next couple of years, hundreds of thousands of policyholders will be nudged back into the private market. Cerio says he wants to make the transition as seamless as possible for customers.
What do you think the biggest challenge is for citizens right now?
I think the biggest challenge is managing the growth in the policy count.
As Tim Cerio steps into the role of CEO and Executive Director of Citizens Property Insurance Corporation, his first priority is crystal clear.
Reaffirming the commitment to saying, okay, we get it. We need to focus on all our strategies on being that insurer of last resort.
Citizens was designed to be the insurer of last resort, but over the past few years in Florida's turbulent insurance market, Citizens has ballooned to the largest insurer in the state with about 1.17 million policies.
Is the goal to purge as many policies as possible from Citizens?
I do think purge is a tough term because we don't want to be draconian in the approach.
But Cerio admits there is a lot less angst amongst lawmakers and less liability on taxpayers when the company is around 450,000 policies.
Over what period of time do you think it will take you to get down to that 450?
It's going to take 18 to 24 months to see significant improvement. It could take longer for us to get down to 450.
Some of Citizens' current policyholders tell News 6 they are feeling the pressure. Citizens is pushing back on me to use private coverage, a viewer wrote to me in an email. They're providing costs for other private coverages and making me have to agree or disagree each time.
We don't want to do things that artificially hamper access if you're otherwise qualified, or that artificially kick you out when you should be in.
In December, Florida's legislature passed Senate Bill 2A that in part states, if a homeowner can find a policy within 20% of the price of their Citizens policy, they are no longer eligible for Citizens. The same legislation also requires Citizens policyholders to get flood insurance if they live in a flood zone. Cerio's priority is making sure the legislation has the intended effect, depopulating Citizens.
But again, the message does seem to be clear from the legislature and the governor, and we need to return to being the insurer of last resort. But if you are with Citizens and while you are with Citizens, we're going to take good care of you.
Now, Cerio says they also want to focus on enhancing customer service to their policyholders. The bottom line is, if you're a Citizens customer, you might need to be looking at alternatives over the next few months so you're not caught off guard. Matt and Ginger?